So in this exercise, what we're going to be doing is setting up our file management and saving our source data for a project called Marlet Park. So Marlet Park is our actual project that we're working on. It is actually I think it's a park reservation where we're going to determine possible suitable places for certain types of land use. So on my working drive, I'm going to go into my projects and I need to make a copy of my template and paste it here somewhere. And then I'm going to rename my template and I'm going to call it Marlet Park. Now I'm remembering that GIS is very particular about spaces and special characters in the folder name. So here I have no spaces and no special characters. So there's my project that I'm starting called Marlet Park, and that's just the name of the project site. So I'm going to go ahead and open that folder, and I'm going to be putting my data, of course, since it's GIS data, into the GIS directory. And since it's going to be source data, I'm going to be putting it inside of the source folder. So over here to the left side of my screen is the location of my source data. It happens to be on an FTP type setup here. So these three files are my source data. And one thing that I notice immediately about my source data, which is very convenient and something that I highly recommend that you do, is you first create folders named after where the data came from. So for example, DASC stands for the Data Access Support Center, which is where this data came from. So DASC gave us some aerial imagery and some surface information. So that's particularly useful. This data here called Riley County came from Riley County. So this is all the data that came from Riley County. It's a little bit old data, but it's data that came from Riley County. Then we have USDA, and this is information that basically USDA is the soil place where you would get your soils data. So this is soils for Riley County. So I'm going to grab all three of these folders, which is already, folders are already conveniently made here with the source data inside. Going to right click and choose copy, and then over here on my source directory I'm going to paste this. And that's pretty much all there is to this exercise. You can see that it's pretty large. It's about 3.92 gigabytes.